Coming up next on BBC Two, it's the BradWOTO stream. But first, it's time for...
What's under the orange flannel?
We have big plans.
That's right, it's time. Another fantastic edition of What's Under the Orange Flannel, sponsored by Horned Pegasus today. Ooh. What is that? What's under there? Every day someone will say my will to live. Every day without fail. Is it some bacon raiders? I know that that's not what you were suggesting, Shadow, but I'm putting it in there. Chopsticks. A single spaghetti. A butter knife. A crystal of light. Show me a champion. Ruler. One of the missing pencil sharpeners. Let's see if you can guess what's under the orange flannel. Okay. What do you think it is?
China will grow larger.
Let's see if you can guess.
Come on.
Is it a single spaghetti they scream? No. It was in fact Angela's knife. It was Angela's knife. Fools. I'm gonna forget that's there. It was Angela's knife, guys. Come on. Let's do better next time, please. Can we do better next time, please? Love that the typewriter started up. Alan Wake. Put that away. Should I put it all the way away? I'll put it all the way away because we're... Yeah. It's done. I'm in outside clothes. I still have my shoes on. I'm in outside clothes. I'm ready to go. Brady, why have you got the outside clothes on? I've got outside clothes on. Because I had to look at my fire alarm this morning. I mean, I've been outside as well, but it was ages ago. I did go outside. I had to go and pick up medicine this morning. I had no medicine when I woke up. None. I ran out entirely last night, and then decided to get up and go and get some. Which is always harrowing, because I'm always like, oh, what if I get there and they're like, sorry, it's not ready, you'll have to come back tomorrow. What do? It was ready. I like a little fucking, an absolute little creature. I was outside the pharmacy, like popping pills. Like a fucking, like a drug addict. But I needed one. I was 20 minutes late. And I went and bought some food as well. And I got back and I got this message from the people that the people that own this building, or the people that rent the building out to me, right? And they were like, "Oh, we need to know when your smoke alarm ran out." And I was like, "But they fitted a new smoke alarm 2 weeks ago." And they were like, "Really? What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, they came in, they fitted a smoke alarm. You checked the other one? It's done. I don't know what you want from me." And she was like, "Okay, well, can you just look at it anyway?" So I was like, "Well, one of them I can't move, and the other one, I like unplugged it, and it says on it, I took a picture of it and turned it to him, replace alarm before 2015. Ooh. And you might be thinking to yourself, "But Brad, this doesn't explain why you've got outside clothes on still." Well, in order to climb up and to get to the alarm, I had to stand on this. I don't have any fucking chairs to stand on. So I had to get a little bedside table thing and stand on that. And I realized I was in those like slippy socks. You know, like socks that are slippy on a frictionless surface. It's like being on ice. And I was like, "Oh, I ain't doing that." So I put my shoes on to get up on the thing and access the fire alarm and look at it. By the way, feel woozy as shit doing all of this. Real dizzy, real fucking the old tapering off the medicine rebound day. Yesterday I was like, I don't feel too bad. It's surprising. Maybe it's all going to be okay. And then I woke up today like, just well dizzy, well woozy. So I'm standing up on this fucking thing, trying to, you know. And I just kept them on. I was like, you know, I'm going to go to my standing desk with shoes on and see how that works out for me, you know. Oh my God. I'm so tired. I had such a weird dream last night. I remember it. You ready, PB? PB's like,
Don't tell it. Don't tell on the internet. Don't tell your dreams on the internet. They'll find out. They'll know so much about you. If you do that, you tell too much information about yourself.
like I don't share absolutely everything about myself. I don't know if I even have any secrets anymore.
You mustn't. They'll find out you're a Scorpio.
You know? She's always like,
You shouldn't tell your dreams to other people. It's too much.
like you're sharing a wizard's real name. Fucking, she's got one of these. Starts glowing behind her.
It's really important. You must never tell your dream.
Get PB to tell you her dream on stream later on. Watch her have a panic attack live. There's power in a dream. I mean, Toodlehausen delivered that like Jeff Goldblum. There's power in a dream. I can't do it with Jeff Goldblum. Literally would never. Look, just freaking out. Fully freaking out. The idea of sharing a dream. Oh no. An insane person, you know. A fully insane person. What was I doing? Oh, I was going to tell you about my dream. It's just really weird. I think I went to heaven. I think I died. I think I went to... I literally went to the fields of Elysium from Gladiator. You know those fields that he walks through? The opening shot of his hand going through the wheat field? I was in a wheat field and my house was there. But the only people in my house were my mum and my sister. And my brother, actually. I had a brother. But he didn't show up until the end. My mum and my sister were in there. So it was like reverting to childhood, kind of. because I didn't. It was mostly me and my mum and my sister in my house. You know, after I moved out, and so the whole time, this dream is so fucking weird. But also, all of PB, you're gonna have to leave. Take your headphones off and come back. I'll do this. Come back. Type in the chat room. Type in the chat room a happy version of what I'm about to say, and just live in that. And also, I ate some ice cream, and that was the end of the dream. I ate some ice cream, and that was the end of the dream. Anyway, moving on to the next section. I'm gonna play some Silent Hill 2 today. Of all the PB made me stop telling that dream there. She did it. She predicted this in a dream 2 months ago. She was like, how can I make it so that he doesn't share his dream? Checkmate. Outplayed me. Gary, 2495. Have I ever asked you what that number is? Imagine if we found out that was Gary's like PIN code for his bank account. Is anyone else having trouble getting Discord open? Nope. You got a VPN? Try on a VPN. Then you'll know if it's the region. Thanks for the cash, Gary. I'm scared that PB like muted and thinks I'm still telling the story, but I don't know. You know, she's in her kitchen making mushroom tea or whatever the fuck she drinks. You know when you're like, hey, mute, and then, you know, I am. Okay. Haha, I am. Well, chat, you get robbed of the most interesting dream I've had in years. And there's nothing I can do about it. Anyway, tomorrow they're invading my house. They're doing that thing where they do a flat inspection or whatever every 6 months. I'm like, oh. It means I've got to tidy up, you know. The place isn't in a bad state, but I just, you know, I'm still like, ugh. Got to tidy up. And then some geezer's coming around to replace the smoke alarm, even though they've already done it. I mean, how many smoke alarms am I gonna? I'm gonna have so many smoke alarms in this place. I bet I still burn to death and die. I bet I still leave the oven on and burn to death and die. The problem is I've been cooking. Because I've been cooking, I looked up some stuff about baking today. Oh yeah, actually that reminds me. Let me look up some fucking ingredients. I've figured it out, guys. Tesco sells... Good old Tesco coming through. Mate, some people were giving me shit. Some people were giving me shit about Tesco, but here's the thing. Tesco, you know? Tesco sell this range of chocolate called Free From. And it's free from whatever. Free from desire. It's free from desire. But the Free From chocolate is made with the following ingredients. Ready for this? Not Nomo, but I want to see what Nomo's made of now that I'm looking at it. Free From chocolate bar. Let's look at the 90-gram one. Ready for this? Made with rice syrup, rice starch, inulin, that's almost insulin, and rice flour. And then it's only got cocoa butter, cocoa mass, sugar, and lecithins in, which sometimes are corn. But I think I can eat chocolate. No milk. No corn in it. It's unbelievable how rare it is. I cannot believe. I actually, for the first time, went on like a deep dive on Reddit the other day, and just plugged in like corn allergy. Has anyone, you know, like, has anyone else got a corn allergy? I didn't write a post, but I just looked for some. Anyone else got a corn allergy? It's driving me nuts. I can't eat anything. I just want some chocolate or, you know, some Haribo or something. UK, enter. Only Americans. Comes up with all these American options. Okay, no, UK. I find a Reddit post that is literally like, I'm sure you can find it. It says something like, "Welcome to quite possibly the worst allergy in the world," and I was like, "It is. It is." And I'll tell you why it is. It's not because it will kill you. It's because every other allergy, they bold and block bold on the packaging whether it has the ingredient that you're allergic to in. But for some reason, they don't have to disclose corn and tapioca and maize. Why? What's the point of having ingredients listed on the back of the thing if you don't have to disclose whether it's got the thing and you can just write glucose syrup? That could be made from anything. There's a bunch of different things that you can make glucose syrup from. It just says glucose syrup. What's in that? There's not an ingredient. You might as well just have chocolate bar that just says, yeah, it's a chocolate bar. You look at the ingredients, it just says chocolate bar on it. That's not the ingredients. Give me the fucking ingredients. Anyway, it's in everything. It's in fucking everything. And it's getting worse. Like everything, I've noticed they've changed. The milk I drink, we had that whole conversation last week about milk. I looked at it. It's in it now. I'm sitting there drinking this, eating this porridge I made, like fucking feeling crazy. And I'm like, okay, well, obviously this is like, there's something, I don't know what's going on. I look at the milk later on by pure chance. I was like, let me just double check this. It's in it now. It's in the only milk I drink. And they just don't have to tell you it's in anything. I don't understand why. I don't understand why this is the one thing that they don't have to disclose on the back of stuff for some reason. They can just write glucose syrup. Yeah, but what's it made from? You motherfuckers. So it's just an absolute crapshoot every time I buy like anything food-wise, candy or sauces, or I order food from a place. Complete fucking just roll of the dice as to whether I'm going to have an allergic reaction to it, and it's going to ruin my entire day. So I've just been eating nothing. Nothing. And when I do eat stuff, I cook it myself, or, you know, it's plain or whatever. Which, on the one hand, has saved me a bit of money, right? Because I'm cooking everything myself. I don't order any food. I lived off of takeout for like 2 years. Emma was like, well, see you later. She peaced out. Which meant that the one meal a week that she cooked was done, and I was down to takeout. So I just ordered food every night. Because I can't cook anything. And then I was like, oh, I'm sick of having allergic reactions every single night. And just feeling like absolute crap all the time. So I'm going to learn how to cook some food. I'm going to save some money. And at the beginning of the year, I ran out of money entirely. So I just started living off of porridge and peas.
Porridge and peas.
I lived off porridge and peas. I bought a giant pack of frozen peas. And sometimes I put them in the porridge, and that was all I would eat. Right. So I lived off of that for 6 months. Then I started to cook my own food, you know, early summer. Making chili and chicken things and, you know, one pot meals. You know, cooking one pot or whatever. But what the problem is that I need, because I'm feeling a bit better, because I'm tapering off the medicine, so I can feel the medicine leaving my system. I still don't feel good, and like honestly, the tapering off feels worse sometimes than when you're on it. You'd think that just reducing the amount of the stuff that's killing me in my system would just mean that I steadily felt better the more of it was leaving my system, but it just doesn't work like that, I guess. Also, there is clearly something wrong with my body trying to come off of drugs. I've had such a horrendous reaction to it. My body can't do it. It's my kryptonite. It's my weakness. I don't know why. But I tried to come off of the other medicine. It almost killed me, which put me on this medicine, which I've been on now until coming off of it, and now I've tried to come off of this, and even the doctor is like, there's something wrong with why that you're either so sensitive to this, it's insane, or there's another underlying issue. You need a fucking heart, an EKG, and we need to do blood tests and shit. Cool, that's not spiked my anxiety in any way. But last week I stopped the tapering because I think it was kind of just like compounding. Like, because I was tapering off of it weekly, only by 5 milligrams, it was like building up somewhere in me, and I was like, I needed a break, so I kept the same amount last week. And so throughout last week, I actually felt okay because my body regulated again. I actually felt sort of human. Apart from the one day where I had that horrendous stomachache that almost killed me. I don't know what that was. That must have been food poison. That must have been some other thing that happened to me. I don't know what it was. It was on Tuesday because I ruined my episode of Cura. The one day. It's always the one day I don't want to ruin. And I ruined it. The last hour of that Cura session was not what I wanted to do. And I woke up the next day and was like, why did I do that? Why didn't I just do the ending that was planned? Why did I do that? What the fuck was wrong with me? Stomachache. But I felt kind of better last week, so I was like, I'm going to eat some sugar. But I haven't got anything to eat. So I start making porridge with water and sugar. So I've just been putting sugar in porridge and making it with water. I ain't got any milk. I'm living like a Victorian pauper. And then I went to the store and just looked through everything. I looked at the fucking vegan stuff. I looked at the gluten-free stuff. I looked at the normal stuff. I looked at just different, chocolate and candies and things. Everything is. I'm trying to avoid milk. I think milk kills me now as well. I think because I just haven't drunk milk for about 5 years. So when I drink milk, my body goes, nah. It's the weirdest thing. I feel like I could build a tolerance up to milk, but I don't want to do it right now. I don't know what's going on with the milk, but I've become lactose intolerant, I guess. My body is fucking shutting down, man. I'll be dead within 3 years. And it won't actually be by my own hand for once. The plan. But so I'm like eating this fucking stuff, and I was like, I'm just gonna look up where I'm gonna look up like just completely milk free and corn free stuff. There's got to be something. I don't care where it is in the world, I'll import it, even if it costs me a bit more money. I just want to be able to eat a chocolate bar or some fucking sweets, because I haven't had any in fucking 6 months, and it's all of my sugar cravings are gone. I don't even have sugar cravings and stuff anymore. It's not like I need it. I'm like kind of over it. It's really weird. I'm off alcohol, I'm off sugar, I'm living extremely healthily. I cook my own meals from organic ingredients, fresh ingredients. I go and buy the ingredients and make it, and then live off of that for a couple of days, then go and buy some fresh ingredient, cook my own chicken, cook my own beef. I'm living technically I'm living really healthily and really clean. But I want to also have some chocolate. I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I have this pack of Oreos in the cupboard that is filled with everything that I'm not supposed to eat. And it screams at me at night. It gets to that point at night where I'm kind of peckish, and the cupboard, a siren's song. And I'm like, I must eat the Oreos. I should throw them out. Yeah, masochist. Yep, that's me doing this. I did it to myself on purpose, and I'm doing all of this because I chose. By the way, don't forget that I chose all of this. Remember when the other week I injected myself with this allergy so that I could purposefully do this to myself? It's why I can't have any snacks. Yeah, I can't bring them into the house. But I mean, it's literally poison whack. So it's a completely different experience to the normal version where you're like, I know I've got ice cream and I'm trying to lose weight, so I don't want to eat it. You have to add into that, it's poisonous. Ugh. So I was like, look, I was scouring the internet, and then deep in a Reddit post, someone was like, oh, they just sell it at Tesco. And I was like, fuck you, do they? I was in there yesterday. What do you mean they sell it at Tesco? Yeah, there's just like a rice chocolate. So I went there today. They don't have it. Fucking God. They sell it on Tesco online. So now I'm like, do I just buy 50 bars of this chocolate? Stock it up. When I do want to eat a little, I don't eat, by the way, I won't even eat that much. I don't even like pound, because sugar just kind of freaks me out now. I'm just scared of it all the time. So I don't even eat, like, I would never just like destroy and demolish all of these chocolate bars. I can actually kind of, the fear will kick in. I have more fear than anything else right now. That might go away. I don't know. Feels like it won't. It's probably just going to creep up and strangle me. But I have more fear than I've ever had in my entire life. I'm scared of everything. My nervous system has been absolutely shot to bits. You know, just a tidal wave after tidal wave has crashed into my nervous system over the last few years of just relentless bad shit and world-ending jump scares with absolutely no good offset. The scales, just nothing good has happened in that time at all. Nothing equivalent good. And my nervous system just can't take it, and so like I'm just shot to bits. I've noticed that like I just can't take anything, but my fear will stop me from eating too much sugar, because sometimes I eat too much sugar and then I go and lay in bed, and then that sugar starts passing through my system and I have the most world-ending panic attack in a dream, and then wake up and my body is made entirely of cortisol, and now I have to be a cortisol man until that goes away. And it's just never worth it. It's just straight up not worth it. But I found it. It's just sugar. Just sugar and rice. Chocolate and cocoa. Tesco free from chocolate bar. And they don't fucking sell it at my Tesco, you motherfuckers. I mean, it might be like hidden somewhere, but I can't bring myself to ask someone in Tesco. You know, when you just like, excuse me, do you sell this? Can you point me to which aisle this thing is in? I can't do that. I can't fucking do it. I can do it if someone else is with me. And not like I need them to hold my hand, but because if I have someone else with me, I have way less shame for some reason. I guess I'm just an attention-seeking little show-off. You know, if someone else is with me and they're like, hey Brad, I dare you to fucking Hulk Hogan fucking drop kick that guy into the river, I'd be like, oh, that's hilarious, I'll do it. But if I'm walking along by myself with my headphones in and I think about doing it, I would never. I can't explain that. Attention seeker. It must and can only be the last remnants of the attention seeking, the Bo Burnham song. The Bo Burnham song about the one that's about Donald Trump. You know. Is it this one?
I can explain you for children, and one of the children won't stop screaming because he's just a little attention attractor. When he grows up to be a comic or actor, he'll be rewarded for never maturing, for never understanding or learning that every day can't be about him. There's other people, you selfish asshole. I must.
About me. It's about every streamer on this fucking godforsaken website. On this dead planet. So I don't know, man. I looked everywhere for it. But while I was looking, while I was looking on Reddit, I did find a brownie recipe. And if I can get a hold of this Tesco chocolate that is actually edible by me. I don't even care if it's shit. It's probably the most disgusting chocolate you've ever eaten. Dude, I ate so much sugar-free chocolate, diabetic sugar-free chocolate when I lived with Emma, and it ain't good. It ain't good. But you know, it doesn't matter. After a while, you're like, I'll take anything. And this has got real sugar in it, so it can't be as bad as that, even though I'm sure it's not going to be great. But if I can get hold of that, and I can make brownies, and I can just cook myself a batch of brownies at the start of the week, and have one brownie a day, I'll just feel better. Anyway, then I fucking then I stopped taking medicine on Friday, and I've been tapering off the medicine since Friday. And I was like, oh, I don't think it's hitting me too bad. And I woke up this morning and it fucking hit me like a goddamn tsunami. Whack just got in so much trouble for writing the word keto. Why was that one the word? Stop it! Is it? Why isn't it allowing it? Am I not a mod? I think it's because people would come in and tell Emma how to be diabetic, and it was just the most annoying thing. You know the armchair doctors that come into Twitch chat and they're like, oh yeah, all you need to do, oh you're diabetic, all you need to do is eat enough sugar to stop being diabetic. Yeah, if you eat enough, it will go full circle and you'll not be diabetic anymore. You know those guys come in and you're like, oh, you fucking suck. You suck in every way. You're the worst. I know everything about you now. I tried everything to make them good, yeah. Non-dairy chocolate is far from the same, but making it work, but in baking it works well enough. I mean, just put me straight down there, Kyrie. Me, like, I'm out. I've run out. I've got no options. I can't drink the fucking dairy chocolate, and I can't have any candy that's got corn in it, Kyrie. Haha. Oh, it's gonna taste like shit. Oh, by the way, I know you're out of options and it's just the best you've got. It tastes like shit. Unwrapping a fucking Mars bar at the same time. Kyrie. Yeah, fuck you, okay? How about that? I know. I don't have a choice. I'm disabled. Quigley, thank you for the 2 months. I have a dairy allergy also. You fucking showed me, didn't you? You taught me, huh? Well, send me a recipe then, you fucking piece of shit. You're just sitting back doing nothing. Eating your fucking non-dairy Mars bar. You bitch. Metal Stew, thank you for the 45-month resubscription. All money is going towards importing chocolate. Day by Dave's here. I was going to message you yesterday, Dave, and then I didn't, so fuck you. I say that to him every time. Because I'm always like, oh, just what if he doesn't want me to message him? What if it kills him? What if I send him a message and he fucking explodes? Like a bomb. Not like a bomb like, you know, like someone who's like ready to fucking explode because they're so angry all the time, but because he's like a paper mache, an origami bomb made out of, like, you know, you don't want to touch it and then, oh fuck. I'm scared, okay? I get scared. I get scared of messaging a lot of my friends. Sometimes I got to message one of them who is one of my closest friends. Could be any one of my several closest friends. And I'm like, oh, I better not. Then I just sit by myself instead. I guess I'll just go retire back into my own thoughts again. Shadow gifted a sub to BradWOTO. Fuck that out, didn't I? Thank you for the gift sub. Why'd you do that? Is it random? So that was my sort of plan, was to buy some like baking ingredients, but I'm gonna like order them online, I guess. I might see if I can get like Tesco delivery done online, and then see if I can bake some cakes or something for myself. Just anything, man. I'll eat the chocolate raw. Is that what? Is that the word? How else do you say it? Make peanut butter cups with a sprinkle of sea salt. I don't know what that is. You're speaking to me as if I have any context of... I've never fucking baked anything in my life. The only things I've ever baked have been on the stream. You've seen me do it. I don't know how to cook or bake, though I've been learning. I can make a couple of meals now. Actually, the chili I made the other day was the best one I've ever made. And I know what it was. I've got the seasoning balance down now. I just the only thing that I want to change is more chili and heat to it, but I'm a bit scared because it could kill me. So I have to wait to test that part. I get that and do the exact same thing multiple times a day. Yeah, I know you do. I wouldn't say it if you didn't understand. What if this person has been my closest confidant for 15 years gets annoyed that I want to hang out? I don't even want to hang out. Sometimes it's just like I want to send a message over and just be like, oh, by the way, this thing. And I'm like, oh, man, I'm not going to... They fucking hate me. Oh, they hate me, dude. There's no fucking way, dude. Oh, dude, they're going to get so annoyed if I message. What if they're busy? What if they feel obliged to reply? What if they're busy and they feel like they need to reply right now and I've just ruined their entire evening and they hate me now? Fuck, dude. Fuck, what if they hate me? Shit, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'll just put my phone down. I'm just going to retreat into my own thoughts for 6 hours and then go to bed. What's a peanut butter cup? Buttercup. Reese's mini buttercup. No, homemade peanut. See? This is what I'm saying. A fucking recipe. Homemade buttercups. There's no way I can make this. Alright, first of all, I don't even know where I get. What is this? What is this tray? I have to buy a tray that looks like this and this already. Don't want to do it. Need sugar and butter. Where's the ingredients? Peanut butter, sugar, butter, and chocolate chips. Really? Is that it? Can I do it without chocolate chips? These were the things I tried 16 variations of. I doubt I could do many variations. You put the salt on afterwards or before? I'll try it. I'll cook some tomorrow. The incredibly hot estate agent is coming over here. The one who showed me around. I'm always petrified that they're watching the stream because they know who I am. You know, because you have to give them information. I lie to everyone else. Someone else. There was a fucking guy in here the other day. I opened up Premiere just to confuse him when he was looking at my computer. Covered all of my screens with stuff from Adobe Premiere. The guy came in and was installing the stuff. And he was like, that's a cool... Everyone always says the same thing. That's a cool setup. And I'm like, yeah. They're like, what do you do? Because they're like, well, I mean, no one needs a computer like that unless they're like doing something interesting. And I just go, video editor. That's why I need lights and a microphone and a camera set up. And they go, oh, okay. And I go, yeah, isn't that fun? It's pretty boring, really, but I get to work from home. I just say that. And they go, oh, yeah, mate, I tell you, I wouldn't mind working from home either. And they leave. But yeah, I mean, the literal hottest person that lives in the entire town that I live in works at the estate agents that I rent this place from. She's very nice as well. She's a very nice person. I mean, literally spent all of 20 minutes total talking to her ever, and sent her 4 emails like, yeah, here's the paperwork. Yeah, here's how much money I'm not earning. You know, she knows everything about me. It's horrible. She was like, you know, he was quite nice. And, oh, how much is he earning? Fuck that guy. Yeah, send over your bank statements. Jesus Christ. He's how old? Fuck. Yeah, she's beautiful. And she's nice. So if she comes over tomorrow and I'm baking peanut butter cups. Oh, I'm just making some for myself, you know. I'm all alone in here, so, you know. I mean, if you, they're a little bit hot, but maybe, you could, if you want to just stay, you could just, if you want to just sit down for 20 minutes, they'll cool down and you could try one if you want. Lock the door.
You'll never make it out alive.
Yeah, no, she doesn't know I exist. A dog, you know. She walks in and she sees a dog cocking its leg up and pissing in a corner. You know, that's what she sees. I'm standing there like, okay, hi, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of a problem with the extractor fan. It just stopped working the other day. So, other than that, you know, everything seems to be fine. But, you know, you do that. Awkward conversation. Yeah, sorry the place is a mess. I spent all night cleaning it. Don't mind that. I've got to take that down. Remind me to fucking take that down. No, because the thing is, I have to explain. It's a meme. It's a meme for stream. Like, because you don't understand. It's not actually mine. But she didn't. I'm not a human. You know what I mean? She walks in. She sees this disgusting, bedraggled, wretched, sick and dying. Literally sick and dying man. Divorced and broken. Who earns no money. Crying. Oh, why does it smell like tears in here? She just sees a dog. She's like, okay, just sit. And I'm like, the extractor fan doesn't work. She just sees an animal. She's like, oh, this is disgusting. And I'm like, would you like to marry me? And she's like, holy what the fuck? No, I don't want to. What kind of weird, twisted, fucking bestiality shit is that? No, it's disgusting. A goblin. She sees a goblin. Hey, how's it going? A spear. Just a spear and like a leaf covering his penis.
This is where I live. Thanks for letting me live in the hovel. Do you want to get married?
You know, she's literally hovering, floating around. Because she's an ascendant being. An Asimar. Okay, I've done the inspection. See you later. Vanishes.
Okay, bye. I'm gonna do a stream now.
Anyway, I'll cook some tomorrow. I won't, because I don't think I'll be able to get the stuff ordered in. I have to take tomorrow off, which I wasn't gonna do. I was gonna watch some TikToks tomorrow. But I have to take tomorrow off because they want to come and install this shit, and they're doing a flat inspection in the middle of the afternoon. And I was like, well, I guess I could at least spend the day cooking, because I do have to make I'm gonna make a chicken thing again tomorrow. It's kind of, I hate cooking on D&D prep days, not D&D prep days, D&D show days, because I do a stream and then I have like 2 hours to cook a whole meal that takes an hour and a half to cook because I batch cook, and then I have to open up the call and check all my stuff is done. Oh, Braid, how much have you got prepped for tomorrow's episode of Cura? About 5%. About 5%. Why don't you prep any of it ahead of time? Non-canon. Non-canon has destroyed my ability to prep Cura. What? Why? Because I have to prep that instead. And then run it. But why don't you just prep ahead? I did. But now they're entering into the end bit of Cura. Which means I just have to make... It's all ending stuff. So it's just a new... Every week is full-time effort for Cura. And non-canon is a one-shot every week. So that's full-time effort. Because I have to make it every week. I can't do it ahead, really. People was mentioning that we all have 3 days in between each of our 2 shows, which sounds like a lot, but there is so much work. It's just nowhere near enough. Plus I have to do this stream. Plus also dying. It's enough. It's technically enough, but what it doesn't give you is any room to rest and recharge your creative brain. You're just constantly using it. It's constantly in use. The generator is constantly running. I'm feeling it today really badly. I was like fine off the tidal blades. Yeah, I mean the first like 2 weeks of non-canon, you guys were like, are you okay? Can you handle it? And I was like, I just feel kind of weird because I've felt unwell. I was like, yeah, I think I'm fine. We're coming up to, I think this is episode 8. This is 2 months of it. By the end of the first month, I was like, just vomiting. Trying to type, just come up with anything. And a goblin is there now. Blood. Just deep, dark red, crimson blood. Eyes bloodshot. Yeah. It's because you are pulling from creative energy stores and not from normal energy stores. So you're like overworking just a different thing that needs to just refill. It's an energy that doesn't, the bar doesn't refill. You just have to leave it alone until creativity comes back. Although I think it was by pure chance. We didn't plan it. It actually did work out well that I think we might have vaguely planned it a little, but it worked out well that we staggered those shows. Because if any of us had had a show followed by a show, like a Sunday and then a Monday or something, you would die. You would die. It's way too much. It's the only way that this could have worked out. It was luck, yeah. And real luck too. Because fuck, man, it's hard. It's real hard today. Brutal. It's the only way you can stagger it, as many days between it as you possibly can have. But the thing is, the last like 2 months as well, I've been like trying to come off of this medicine. So I have to time it so that the days when I feel really, really bad are the in-between days. So I have to stop taking the medicine or take less, on the day that I run the show. So tomorrow night or tomorrow morning, I'll take less. And then on Friday, I'll take less, right? Depending on how I want to do it. So that it gives me time in between those shows to fucking recover from the rebound damage that kicks in. Because it takes 2 or 3 days. But I don't want to risk doing it like 2 days before and then it landing on the day. So it's just every week has been so stressful for me because I'm like, what if I feel bad on the day? Because I get like today, I feel horrible, and I know it's because of the medicine leaving my body. I know it. I know how it feels now. I've been in this for ages, and I'm like, please be gone by tomorrow. Because if it isn't gone by tomorrow, it means it'll be worse tomorrow. I just don't know. I can't tell. My greatest fear. Because it's so fucking hard to run these shows when you're feeling like shit. It's by far the most difficult thing I do in the week is run one of those shows. Like the actual running of the show is the most like mentally strenuous thing you can possibly do. It's like doing magic. Someone's like, do some magic. And you're like, oh, like a card trick? And they're like, no, real magic. And you're like, okay. And you just summon up something for 2 hours. And they're like, that was really good. That's the best you get as well, by the way. You'll do the most amazing thing ever, and someone will be like, yeah, that was fine. See ya. Players logging off after the episode. The greatest episode that's ever happened in the history of man. That was fine. That was fine, I guess. You know. You look over at Twitch chat and they're like, alright, well, see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow for the next show because we have shows on every night. And you're like, okay. At least I'm getting paid bags. Let me see how much I got paid. Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. We're getting paid next year. Can't wait for it. Table Story. It's finally going to put out. That motherfucker. That motherfucker ain't never put out. Been catching up on non-canon. Every episode is an absolute blast. Just saying that now. Just said that. Just saying it. Oh no, Windows update. No. No, don't do this to me. Here it is. It's here. We knew it was coming. Windows Update settings. Advanced options. There is no option to turn off automatic updates. Doesn't exist. Pause updates. I can pause it for a week. I'll just do that forever. Not on a fucking Tuesday. I'm not getting up tomorrow and dealing with tech issues all day. I've got too much shit to do this week, man. Also got to look after the Chihuahua. I love that Chihuahua, and I don't mind looking after it. It is an easy animal to look after, but I'm too unwell this week. I have to go and take it on like walks and shit, you know. I'm tired, boss. Too tired for this shit, man. Alright, well, should we play Silent Hill? I think we're at the end. So we're going to try and polish off the game today. And then tomorrow I'll be off. And then on Wednesday I'm playing World of Warcraft Classic with Orcish. And we're going to be playing Mists of Pandaria. Wait for it. Someone's typing it.
Actually, you can access Mists of Pandaria on the Warcraft Classic server.
Oh god, no. I mean, I'm doing it for one day for a meme whack, don't worry. I'm not playing it. I'm not playing fucking World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy 14. If it was on PS5, I'd consider it. I have no interest in playing an MMO on the computer. But playing it on the PS5 has been great. A great time. He's done. We've lost it. I'm not playing it for real. It's because Orcish spent $15 of his credit card money to buy me a World of Warcraft subscription. I mean, I don't understand that guy. And I never will. Crying and shitting himself how he can't pay rent. Buys a burger. You know? Oh, you ordered a burger? Make a sandwich. Cook a burger. What do you mean you bought a World of Warcraft subscription as a meme? The most confusing man alive. Alright, kill wife. Let's go.
Right, wife. Life good. Wife fight back. Kill wife. Wife gone. Think about wife. Regret.
Gonna be the wrong intro.
James? Honey? Did something happen to you? Are you confusing me with someone else?
Here we go, baby.
Shame. Shame.
So appropriate. So unbelievably appropriate. I need a controller. For fuck's sake. I'm gonna have to restart the game. Alright, here we go. This is Silent Hill 2. I'm definitely in a strong mental position to be able to play this today. And so let's get on with it. I am somewhere near the end of the game, I think. So it could be that we do it today. I wonder what these symbols mean. PB knows. I don't know what I was doing. Just trying to leave, maybe? Kicks out for Harambe. Have you been taking your medicine? David? How are we feeling today? We're doing ammo-wise, James. Not great, really. So we're in like the upside down Lakeview Hotel. Okay, I guess I have to go to the elevator. James has somewhat confronted the truth about what he did.
She will not be cured. All that suffering
Recorded by Booster Greg. Apparently. That's Alan. Alan on the tape recorder. You play the original? I think you probably just said that in the like UK way. You play the original? But I've read it as if you were perhaps foreign. Yeah, I played the original once a few years back. Not when it came out. Like 2022 maybe? 2020? I don't know. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant game. And this is no different. This is fucking unfathomably good. How does it compare? It's like the perfect remake. They're actually smashing remakes lately. Smashing it in the remake game. Finally, they're not doing the thing where like executives were like, oh, if you're going to remake it, you should like remake it to be a completely different experience. And they were doing it with TV shows and movies and everything, you know, nostalgia baiting. And then they were like, just completely redo everything. So it's entirely different from the original. But now we've got like the Final Fantasy VII remake and this remake. And they're genuinely... they're as close to 1-1 as you can get. It's almost a remaster. You know what I mean? Like it's almost as if they just took everything and remastered it in like the Unreal Engine and brought it into the new age. There is some differences and I think it's just unavoidable. But generally speaking, this is fucking incredibly close. This is possibly the perfect remake I've seen. A sentence. Wait, what level am I on? 2. This is possibly the perfect remake I've seen. Yeah, this and Final Fantasy VII are incredibly... This is much closer to its original than the 7 remake was. Because 7 goes nuts at the end. Yeah, 100%. It's incredible. Like, the original is great. This is great. I'm very impressed with it. I think they've smashed it. They've absolutely smashed it, they have. Okay. Hi, Bogle. I love the Mafia remake. I never played the Mafia games. I just got one of them. There's one that's like free at the moment if you have an Amazon Prime account. And I downloaded that on GOG, I think, the other day. But I've never played them. I don't know if it was the like what, you know, a remake or a remaster or what, but if there's something in the water, I'm literally going to turn the game off, I think. I don't think I've got the stamina for it today. They're doing Silent Hill 1. I don't know. I've only played Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 4 and this. Although I'm now very curious. The thing is with like 1 and 3, I think I want to play them at the same time. So it might be a thing that we do next year. That is the remake. It's a great game. Okay. Yeah, no, I remember when Mafia came out. I was like really young. I was in school. And I remember because I was on a student exchange thing to Holland. I was in the Netherlands. And there was this kid. Me and Andrew were in the same class, so we got to do this student exchange thing together. Andrew's one of my closest friends. And I went over there, and there was the guy that I was shacked up with was whatever. The guy that he was shacked up with was playing Mafia. And Andrew was watching him play Mafia, right? I wasn't there. And he was playing it with like the mode on that meant that you drove around adhering to the speed limits and stopping at traffic lights and staying on the right side of the road and just driving, legal driving within the game. And Andrew was like, what the fuck are you doing? Go. Level, go. What was happening here? And he wouldn't let Andrew play, and he was like, why? And the guy's dad came up, the boy's dad came up and was like, you better be driving to the speed limit. Do not be you're not allowed to play this game if you don't drive correctly. He was doing it. I mean, so many layers of, you know, whatever. And Andrew was just like, what the fuck? So he was playing it like that because his dad would tell him off if he didn't, and not because he wanted to. I can understand, like, you know, there's at least 6 neurodivergent people in this chat room right now who played the game that way just for a sort of realistic experience. And look, I wouldn't do it, but I get it. You know? I sort of get it. You're almost RPing. But he was doing it because his dad would tell him off. Which is hilarious and sad. And that's all I know about Mafia. I'm not kidding. That's all I know about it. Vert's always used to tell me to play it. Oh, fuck. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. There he is.
Mama? Mama! I was looking for you.
She thinks I'm...
You're the only one left. Maybe then I can finally rest. Mama. What's wrong? Wait. You're not my mama. It's you.
I'm sorry, Angela. I think you were right. What we're looking for, it's not here.
Maybe it is, kinda. Or what you think you're looking for isn't here.
Thank you for helping me earlier. But I wish you hadn't. Even Mama said it. I deserve what happened.
No, Angela, that is not true.
Don't pity me. I'm not worth it.
By the way.
Or maybe you think you can save me? Will you love me? Care for me? Heal all my pain? That's what I thought. James. Give me back the knife.
No, I won't.
Saving it for yourself. have it your way. It doesn't change anything.
This is her crossing over, isn't it? Stairway to heaven, surrounded by fire.
It's hot as hell in here.
You see it too? For me, it's always like this.
And she's not even talking about Silent Hill. You know what I mean? This is what it's been like for me living for the last 5 months. Why do I remember? I thought he did give her the knife back, because is that the last we see of her? Because she is dead now, right? Then she kills herself. Let me see. PB has written me, and I'm not kidding, 73 messages. Let me see what he's writing. Yeah, 100%. It's funny because this game is like, it's almost about how awful men are. You know, all 3 characters have been affected by just men being base animals. Angela with her, I guess both of her parents were kind of rough, right? But her dad predominantly. Eddie with just a killer, aggressive, dangerous, and James is his own torment because he's just a piece of shit. And it's interesting because I don't know, man. Maybe I fucking hate men. I hate men so much. But it's crazy because that sort of really is like a through line, I think, for all 3 of the stories. That the men in their lives ruined everything for them. And you think she just surrendered herself to Silent Hill? Oh, I thought she killed herself. That's why she asks for the knife. You know, he doesn't need to give her the knife. She'll just find some other way to do it. But yeah, I mean, she could just be walking up those stairs, because that's her crossing a threshold, isn't it? Really, regardless. And I mean, either way, she's dead now. You know, she gives up. Yeah. Yeah. She become a monster in Silent Hill? No, because that's not really what's happening. There aren't just monsters in Silent Hill wandering around. What the fuck? Fucking classic horror scream.mp3 audio jungle. The monsters are sort of generated by you. Sorry. I feel like I didn't need to kill you, but I'm going to. You know, James. The monsters are procedurally generated by you when you go to Silent Hill, if you have guilt and feel like you need to atone. You know? Why do they look like fucking... See the skulls on the wall? The skulls, isn't it? There's that thing that we have as humans where we think we see faces in everything. It's a weird animalistic defense mechanism thing that we have. I can't remember what it's called. But that is for sure a skull stamp. Not saying it's canon, but in the movie, everyone in the bad version of Silent Hill is already dead. Well, spoilers if you were ever thinking of watching the movie. Yeah, I don't think that that counts though, does it? I mean, I guess some of them might stick around, because I think it's the worst thing about Silent Hill 4, the Pyramid Head is there. Doesn't make any sense. Because you're supposed to be creating your own monsters, right? Why aren't they attacking me? Is James giving up as well? Is it James's conviction finally kicking in? Pareidolia. Yeah, that thing. But it's my understanding that Silent Hill just generates your bullshit. You know? $3.12. I mean, I guess while James is here, if he has guilt about Angela, that could turn Angela into some sort of monster. You know what I mean? But I don't think that that's like the way that Silent Hill works. In that, like, if you die here, you stay here. Also, it's more or less purgatory. I mean, yeah, there's definitely an argument for that. I think during this run I've got more of an idea of how it feels like there could be like the Nine Hells shit going on. The Descent type thing. But it doesn't feel like James has gone through the Nine Hells process. It just feels like it's drawing inspiration, or maybe, you know, maybe there is some. It's that thing of like the stories about the Nine Hells came from Silent Hill, you know, and then we interpreted them incorrectly. Maybe. And I think that they purposefully made it feel like, okay, James maybe died and he's in a purgatory of his own making that he has to face before he can fully cross over. But I actually feel like it isn't. I think it's more... It feels to me more like it is a literal place where you are alive and you go to, and it summons you and draws you to it, and you come here and you're forced to face and potentially atone for, or at least admit to yourself the things that you feel guilt over, and then you'll be tortured by it. And then also there's the like the sort of lore that, I mean, you only get it from stuff in Silent Hill, so it's hard to say, but there's that lore that, like, there was like a point, was it in this one, was it in the other one, or did I just read it? I remember when we played it last time, I remember thinking about it when I don't think I spoke about it, but when we were going through the museum place, the history place, the historical society thing, of like, there was like a story that was told by like Native Americans. Was it this? It is this, where they say that like they kept themselves like very devout and very pure so as not to draw the ire, or draw the eye of Silent Hill to them. When did I read that? And was that this? So there was like the people that lived here before, you know, America came in and made houses and shit, were a tribe of natives who were very like they made themselves extremely pure. Because if they don't, the fog fucking descends on you. And if that's true, then it isn't hell. It is literally they're on a hell mouth. They're on a nexus point. They're on a ley line. They're on something. And this is the part of the planet where if you're here and you have something that you feel guilt over, it's going to activate and you'll be drawn into what is essentially a parallel, this fucking parallel town where you are seeing all this crazy shit that is to do with your own yeah, I know, PB, I was looking at it as well, how nuts that looks like. I mean, it's a vagina again. Yeah, you're drawn into like a parallel, like a pocket universe almost. But it feels like only you observe what you observe. So James's version of Silent Hill is very different to Angela's, very different to Eddie's, and very different to Laura's. Laura doesn't see any of this because she's pure and she's innocent. But are you in like a parallel? Where are all the people? Where's the school bus? Where's the, you know, the people that are living their day-to-day life in Silent Hill right now? I don't know. Are they seeing like James just run up and down the street in his pants? Just, you know. She's turned her wings against us. She's turned her wings against us. You know, just going crazy. Carry a bag filled with oranges in his hand. Oh, Christ. Look at that. Because that side of it I don't really know. But I do recall there being some sort of thing about how there was a tribe that lived here. But then sometimes I'm not sure. I remember thinking it when we were going through the Historical Society building. But also I'm like, sometimes I don't know if I just am remembering what someone said in chat and it's just full of shit. You know, the difference between what is someone on the internet posting something that's just dog shit and a lie, and someone posting something that is drawn from actual lore within the game or clues. A very thin line. Never got how Laura come there. This is the thing, I remember there being like, I distinctly remember, and it's another one, where probably someone just said it and I just folded that into my memory as, yep, that's what it is. Someone said that Laura stowed away in James's car and that's how she got here, and that she's in the boot, the trunk, Mary's in the backseat and James is driving here. But I mean, how long does it take to get to Silent Hill from where? How long was James's drive? The worst case scenario is on a murder spree in real life, right? James's clothes are only in his perception. In normal Silent Hill, he's a sweaty naked man swinging a table leg. Exactly, yeah. It's one of my greatest fears that I'm going to end up like that. It's one of my greatest fears that that's what is happening right now. Like, I truly believe that I'm like having a nice conversation with a chat room and I've got this like Twitch following and I make my living this way and I'm just like, yeah, we're playing Silent Hill today, blah, blah. But actually, I'm sat in a park in Ipswich in nothing but my pants and a big ratty coat with a moldy sandwich in a plastic bag, and I'm just like drinking Special K, and I'm actually just sitting, like, you know, people are walking past, come along darling, come along, and I'm there like,
And that's why you gotta be careful of the red squares. Gotta be careful of the red squares. Where's the pyramid head? Where is he?
you know, and there's people just like walking, you know, those people are everywhere. There's 3 of them in here in the chat room. My greatest fear is that that's what I'm doing right now, but I'm perceiving this. You know? Terrifying. Laura hangs out with Eddie because Eddie's real. Eddie, James, Angela, and Laura are real. I don't think anyone else in this game is at any point.
James!
Including this bitch. Fuck yeah, now there's two of them. This is getting out of hand now, there's two of them.
Leave her alone. Leave us both the hell alone.
Is this the painting fight or whatever? I sort of remember. Is that in the other game as well? Oh, some emotion from James, finally. He's snapping because he's been brought to the realization. Laura is the little girl demon. That's why I said the name Laura. Showing emotions, fake man.
I know what you are.
Yeah?
I know why I needed you.
Oof, psychology.
But it's all over now. I don't need you anymore.
Psychology in 1993 or whenever they started writing this. When did this come out? 2001?
I'm ready.
Oh, Jesus. I was trying to switch guns. I think I can only hurt them after I dodge them. Fuck! James, he's gonna get hit again immediately, watch. Who was he aiming for? The other one? Fuck you, game. Dude. Fuck, I'm surprised I'm not dead. This is all I have. Jesus Christ, the double. It's like the dodge doesn't fully work when I try and drink the medicine. To be like super sure. You know what'd be sick is if this fight just goes on until you're out of ammo. Or meds, I guess? Jesus. I'm out of ammo. Fully out. This is impossible. What the fuck? Yeah, I didn't have time to... That whole time I was just thinking about the scene before. I didn't have time to digest it. They just threw me in. I thought the woman going upstairs was Laura. No, that's Angela. The I know why I needed you, and the I mean, Jesus Christ. And I don't need you anymore thing is just pure psychology. When you look at your defense mechanisms and stuff, like it's really cool. My therapist, all she would ever say to me is like, don't get upset when you have these like, fuck me, I can't fucking do this, dude. I get so frustrated trying to speak sentences at the same time as playing a game when I'm talking about something important. I can talk about fucking Jessica Jones all day and just fucking play the game just fine, but I cannot think about, I can't do any sort of actual conversation that matters and think and talk and play the game at the same time. God damn it. I'm too tired for this shit today. Wyatt. The Wyatt saying. But you look at your... So I'd imagine that a lot of people are like me in that you get so frustrated that you have these things that are quote unquote wrong with you, right? Where you have, you know, you have anxiety and you have these, maybe you'll have an emotional outburst and you'll slam your controller down and get pissed off. Maybe you have all these different things. The reason that a lot of these things are in place and the reason that they exist are actually to defend you. They're there to make you, to wrap you in, it's a defensive response. And you create these elements of yourself and these parts of your personality to try and insulate yourself and to help you cope. Fight or flight, you know, freeze and fawn type stuff. That's all there to make you, to shield you from what is happening. You're dissociating. You have derealization or depersonalization. I fucking hate derealization so much. I get it when I've not had it in a little while, but I get it pretty. I dissociate a lot, and I'll get and if it's real bad, I'll have like full derealization, which is it's one of the worst experiences. But you don't even know that you're like not really there for a while. Sometimes you feel like you're living behind a thick pane of glass, and all that stuff. I get so frustrated with it. I'm like, oh, I hate you. I hate this. I hate that I can't just live my life and just be this and be happy and do this and do that. And my therapist would be like, she would almost make me label them or make them personify them into parts of me. She'd be like, this is you with, you know, this is, what would that look like? What would that part of you look like? Imagine them if they were a version of you. And so you imagine that all of these different versions of you, this one is the part of me that is derealized. This is the rebellious part of me. This is just a child crying in the corner. This part of me is very strong. This part of me is an adult, but sort of clinically adult and working too hard, a workaholic, you know, all these parts of me. And so she would like make me like visualize these parts of myself. And then she'd be like, now that you've personified them, can you understand what their purpose was for you? Why do they exist? Where did they come from? Buttered sausage. And so then she would, you know, and this is over many weeks, but she would be like, okay, now that you see them and you've personified them and shit, thank them. Don't get angry with them. You could be like, fuck you. There's a crying child in the corner. When you're getting pissed off that you feel sad and you don't have the energy to get out of bed today, It's because there's a fucking 7-year-old version of you that's inside you that it just wants to be loved and nurtured and held and cared for and looked after, and it was never granted that and never given that. And instead of giving it that, you're begrudging it. You're doing the same thing. You're just like, shut up, fuck off, you're ruining my day. I need to get on with shit. And I'm stuck laying in bed, you know, that's what you're doing to it. So you have to take these parts of yourself and you have to nurture them and you have to look after them. You have to take these rebellious parts of yourself that exist that you don't like, that might feel like ugly parts of you. All the things that I call ugly parts of my personality, they're all defense mechanisms. And you should be taking them, and all these, the part of you that completely just like freezes or, you know, just fucking dissociates and shit, is doing that because it's creating a fucking magic fucking shield around you, because you're being sort of overstimulated by stuff on the outside. There is something going on that is protecting you from you're taking in too much information, you know, whatever form of trauma is trying to make its way in, is that it's slowing the amount of information coming in, you know. It's Sue Storm. It's saving you. It's a superhero. But you're like, fuck you, man. I've ruined my whole fucking day. I was barely even conscious. And you have to you have to look at them and you have to accept them, and you have to, with a lot of them, you have to thank them. You know, you have to thank these parts of yourself and be like, you got me through some hard shit. The reason you exist is that you sprung up to shield me from what was happening to me as a kid, you know, from these thoughts and these feelings, or maybe what was literally happening to me in that moment, some form of abuse or you know, whatever it could have been for anyone out there, not just me personally. And so you look at them, and you know, and you accept them, and you bring them in. They're all parts of you, and they exist for a reason. They might not serve a purpose anymore, or as much of a purpose anymore. Maybe these parts of yourself that come up and feel like ugly parts of yourself that you should be over by the time you're 40, that you generated when you were 20, make you feel immature and silly and like you're not over stuff. And the reason they come up is all these things, and you get annoyed with them. But actually, you should be going, yeah, well, I know why you exist. I know why you're here right now. I understand that something is happening to me that takes me back to that place, and that you immediately show up because your first thing to do is go, get behind Braum, and just bring a fucking shield down and immediately start defending me. And what's happening on the outside is I'm going like, haha, you're a fucking idiot, you know. I don't know what's happening on the outside, but what's happening on the inside is fucking Braum shows up with an enormous fucking shield and it's like, get behind me, I will save you. And it happens instantly. And you have to go, look, I know why you exist. I understand what your purpose was and potentially is, but chill. Chill, daddy. Relax. I got this. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for existing. Thank you for getting me through that shit when I was 12. I know why you exist. You will always exist. But I got it. You know? Give me a second. I've got this shit. I'll handle it. And so you have to do that with a lot of these different parts of yourself. And it takes a long time. You know, this is a nutshell, crazy, stupid version that's using Brown from League of Legends as an example. But you know, that's the gist of it. So that, which PB says is an added, like a new scene that they added, is really good. And I think is an example of like how you can tell they remade this with care, because that scene, that's why I was surprised, PB. That's why I don't know what I said. I said something. I said psychology. I think I just said the word psychology because I don't want to talk too much over the cutscene. But I was like, to 1994. You know, when did this game come out? Like it seems very new. You know, therapy was in an infancy in the 90s and early 2000s. So yeah, you can tell that is actually an added scene, but it makes a lot of sense in the context of this game, because that is what they're showing you. Is James looking at these internal parts of himself and accepting them. He's just been faced with the truth, and his choice is to continue to live in denial and continue to just reset this cycle of Silent Hill and continue to just endlessly run around in circles, or he's been faced with the truth with the VHS and accept it. Acceptance is, I think, the hardest part of a lot of the of any psychological process. You know, some people will have psychological issues that can only be helped with medicines, and you know, therapies will work and things. But when it comes to just like good old-fashioned, basically traumas and guilt and things that could be worked through in just basic CBT, like cognitive behavioral therapies and stuff. One of the hardest things, I think, is acceptance. I think most people don't even get there. I think most people continue to live in their cycle. It's comfortable. It's painful, but you recognize it, so you live in that comfort and just keep resetting your cycles. And he went from being faced with the truth, stopping denying it. He stops denying it, sees Angela give up rather than accept the truth and attempt to move on. Not that, you know, they're comparable exactly, but that's what she did. She didn't accept. Maybe she accepted what happened to her, but she just can't. It's just too much to live with. And so she basically kills herself, essentially, whatever happens there. But James recognizes Pyramid Head for what it is. Almost kind of goes, I know what you are. I know why you exist. And then he's like, all good. I know why you exist now. And now he is truly confronting it. This is the doing the work part of therapy that most people don't do. She accepted it, but she fundamentally believes she deserves to be there. James doesn't believe. He thinks, yeah, I mean, he's got to come. That's the thing with this game, though, isn't it? Is that the multiple different endings are the different outcomes, so it has to be a little more ambiguous with James because it could go multiple different ways. Me realizing that after 20 years that all of my original characters are all just me. Yeah, I mean, I'm like hyper aware of that. When I now just know that it's going to happen when I'm making a character, and I'm like, okay, well, which part of me is this? The fully like psychotic part of me? You know, what me if I was a full-blown psychopath? Or is this me when I was 25? Is this me as I hope to be at 80? Bloober did a great job preserving the vital stuff to the game. Yeah, but it's very rare that additional content is nailed as well. That's why that part particularly is impressive, I think. Because usually additional content is like, okay, it's just like an extra level or, you know, whatever, like a reference or whatever. But that was pretty fucking solid in my opinion. They nailed that. Eddie is externalized hatred and Angela's internalized hatred. Yeah, kind of. I think that might oversimplify it a little bit too much, but yeah, basically. Alright, I'm gonna die. Just kill me. Just fucking kill me. Just kill me. Come on. I give up. An interesting idea, yeah. And it works well with James being kind of a little bit of both. He's a little blend of both. Curious what the pole actually does. Oh my god, I just discovered R1 at the wrong time. I fucking... I think what we need is that noise where it goes... My bad. Too early, baby. Too early again, baby. Don't press R1 again. Don't press R1. Stop trying to dodge with R1. It's been so long since I played Final Fantasy fucking 16 and I'm still trying to dodge with R1. Motherfucker. have been a double. It's like a fucking T-Rex. Sounds like he has the Jurassic Park T-Rex roar. Pick this up, you fucking dickhead. That one's bollocks, and the game knows it, and they can fuck off. Is the spear phallic? Is that why he has a spear now? Or is it because I took the sword? Now that has to represent I'm halfway through. Every time, man. That big lunge. Are these missing? I can't tell. Yeah, Jack. That definitely makes sense. What did that mean? Oh Christ, they got apples. A rust-colored egg. A scarlet egg. Synchronized suicides. I mean, Orcish are gonna do it. Don't represent you. These represent the painting you saw that one day in Silent Hill Museum with your wife and warped to this to be your pursuer. Right. The one before with the knife is you. Yeah, that makes sense.
What do you want, James?
Memory hallway.
Flowers? I don't want any damn flowers.
He's dying.
Just go home already.
She's in the hospital.
Look at me. I'm disgusting.
The monsters.
Between the disease and the drugs, I look like
a monster. I remember that.
Well, what are you looking at? Get the hell out of here. Leave me alone already. I'm no use to anyone. I'll be dead soon anyway. It'd be easier if they just killed me. But I guess the hospital's making a nice profit off of me. Why are you still here? I told you to go. Are you deaf? Don't come back. James.
That's what I was just thinking. Is that the verbal abuse that apparently he suffered at her hands? Or was there something else? But she's presented as like pretty nice before that, and she dresses very quaintly and nicely. It doesn't, I don't know. If she verbally abused him before that point, and if that's supposed to be the verbal abuse, then like, oh my god. You don't know what verbal abuse is. That's supposed to be the verbal abuse. James is the villain then. 100%. 100%. Go to my house. Pick any day of my childhood. For the first 20 years of my life and go to my house. There's some verbal abuse happening. He's justified. You're right. We literally, all of you have suffered worse verbal abuse from me. He manifests it to be like poor James, yeah. That's like, I get that part of it to a degree. Because everyone who's ever had any argument always thinks that they're right in their head. Oh Christ, I remember this room. There's the bed. But Jesus Christ, James. I mean, have literally any level of self-awareness, you know. Maybe just him trying to justify his actions, but still, yeah.
Mary? I have missed you so much.
I've missed you too. We can finally be together. Forever.
No.
James.
Yeah, I remember now.
Honey. What's wrong?
He transforms into a fucking Diablo boss, right?
I'm sorry. I know you tried.
James, please.
But she's gone. I know that now.
Stop it.
And I can't just keep pretending.
Shut up! What do you want? Do you even know anymore? I'm yours. I'm here for you. So what if I'm not her? I can give you what she never could.
Change some arena.
I can be better than her. What else do you want me to be?
It's just the face, dude. It's absolutely hilarious how they're able to make her look so
What
evil.
else can I be?
Just a demon, you know? Immediately transforms into a demon.
I'm so sorry.
This is what my
I
demon in
really
Kira
am.
looked like.
But this has to stop.
Whatever that
It's
look
time
is
to
she
let it
has on her
go.
face.
No.
What?
I won't let you do this to me.
Can't just snap your fingers and
I won't let you go.
delete your traumas.
I can't!
Yeah. What's the rest of it? The bed? Trapped in the bed? Is that the symbolism? Fuck me. Is that what it is? Because she was trapped in a bed. Fucking... Gotta be right. I can't aim with this fucking gun. I mean, trash. Just the worst player of... Oh, I thought I had to get her in the head. Here we go again. Spider monster. Bandicoot. Oh cool, you're here. White butterflies. Fuck you. Fuck off. Ow. Got another syringe, right? Good. I'll kill you again, bitch. I killed you once, I killed you again. Spamming circle doesn't work, and yeah, I just refuse not to apparently. So incredibly dark. You can only see directly in front of you. It's so confusing to the eye. Health drink is the chlorophyll drink from Iron Man 2, the most specific reference of all time. I literally don't even know. I watched those movies like the other day and don't even know what you're referencing. The chlorophyll drink. The third one, the thing that he like invents. Or she invents. poisoning. So specific, dude. I don't even remember it happening. That's hilarious. I watched it a week ago. Also the weirdest, like it's the most high contrast dark movie you'll ever see. It is a crazy looking movie. The whole thing was shot in the dark and they did no post lighting. Press circle, you dodge. Well done. I think I'm out of meds. I'm in trouble. I am. I'm gonna die. I'm guessing there's none in here. My god, there is. I knew that if we mentioned Iron Man 2, Greg would appear. And why didn't it do the syringe when I clicked it? One shot away.
Abiwang's Konami wants you to do a quick freestyle.
Are you out of your fucking mind? Hey, it's your boy James, who blames himself for the hand he was dealt, and he couldn't play cards because it was too hard on his heart. And get out of here, Obi-Wan, because I ain't got time and you're a fart. What ending is this? The car? The true ending? Oh, I've never seen another ending.
I just can't go on without you.
The Angela ending.
I can't forgive myself for what I've done.
Phoebe's losing her mind.
I know this isn't what you would want. But I guess it doesn't matter anymore. You're not here.
This is the canon ending. This is the ending I wanted, by the way.
Are you?
What? Did he ever leave his car? He's looking in the mirror, but he's looking in the rear view mirror, actually. Because he says, "You're not here, are you?" And then he looks in the rear view mirror, and now he's turning around to face the truth. There she is. Imagine if the Gone logo came up. I could make it happen, but I'm not going to spoil the ending by doing it.
In my restless dreams, I see that town.
Oh,
Silent
Jesus.
Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place.
He 100% did not leave the
Waiting
car.
for you to come and see me.
And Henry doesn't leave the apartment.
But you never do. So, I wait.
The whole
Wrapped
game is him
in my
sinking.
cocoon of pain and loneliness. I know. I've done a terrible thing to you.
No, you haven't, Mary.
I wish I could change that.
No, he was a piece
but
of
I
shit.
can't.
Don't blame yourself.
I feel so pathetic and ugly laying here. Every day I stare up at the cracks in the ceiling, and all I can think about is how unfair it is. The doctor came today. Told me I could go home for a short stay. It's not that I'm getting better. It's just that this could be my last chance. Even so, I'm glad to be coming home. I missed you so much. But I'm afraid, James. I'm afraid you don't really want me to come home.
There's the kicker in it.
Every time you come to see me, I can tell how hard it is on you.
How hard it is on him, you know?
I don't know if you hate me or pity me. Maybe I just disgust you. I'm so sorry.
The villain. James.
When I first learned I was gonna die, I couldn't accept it. I was so angry. I struck out
there you
at
go.
everyone
There was the verbal
I
abuse.
loved. Especially you.
Or was it that...
And that's why I
Is she
understand if you
referencing
hate
what she
me.
said in that hallway?
But I want you to know, I will always
Was
love
the first
you.
thing she said? As if you
Even though
couldn't
our
accept
life
that.
together had to end like this, I still wouldn't trade it for the world.
Also, as if it would matter.
Well, this letter has gone on too long.
He said gone.
So, I'll say goodbye. I told the nurse to give this to you after I'm gone. Which means that, as you're reading this, I'm already dead. But that's okay. I'm not afraid of it anymore. I just hope the pain will end soon. So that you remember me for who I was. And not what the disease made me. I want you to go on. I want you to live. For yourself. And for others. Like you did for me. James. You made me happy.
I mean, if someone gets diagnosed with a terminal illness and they get angry, it doesn't matter what they feel or what they say, does it? It doesn't matter what they feel or say. The best ending. The best ending. The canon ending. This ending means you spent too much time conserving healing items. Okay. Great job, they smashed it. You smashed it, Bloober. Where are you from, Bloober? What is this, Poland? What are these names? Milosh? Ugh. This is Lux family. They are all from Lithuania. Polish squad, legendary. Smashed it. What the fuck? Oh, I bet the Polish love the Silent Hill games. Dude, the Polish love to just be fucking morose and fucking depressed. They love it, dude. They love being depressed. It's their entire culture. I went to Poland and was like, oh, you guys are just... It isn't a meme. You love it. I get it. I know why Poland is so depressed all the time. Don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful country, but it's just been trapped in war for its entire existence. You know, like we had the Great Depression after the war and that? They've had that forever. It's their culture at this point. It's hilarious. People and culture. There they are. How many endings are there? I don't know. I'm sort of tempted to like watch them all. How long would that take? They added 2 new ones. Alright, we'll watch them. PB's just convinced me to watch them. PB's just convinced me to watch them. Now, the letter is the same every time though, right? There are 8. Because they added 2 new ones. I mean, this is the price of freedom though. Oh. Combat challenge ending in water. Ending clear 1 of 8. Total playtime 21 hours. Distance traveled 61 kilometers. This is what I mean by the computer at the end of life, by the way. I want one of these for me. I want to die, you know, real life. Well, fuck this. And then immediately I'm presented with my own one of these. Results. And also a computer, a search thing at the bottom. Where I can type into it. Alright, show me the results of other stuff that I wanted to. In my life, I've thought about this so many times. I wouldn't call anything in my life an achievement, whack. I've thought about this so many times. What were the questions I wanted to ask myself? How much oxygen did I process? You know? How much pee did I pee? Stuff like that. How many people who said they loved me actually didn't? Imagine it came back and just said everyone. Everyone. Consumables picked up 393. That's why I got this ending. Notes picked up. Number of times tried to open locked doors. Number of times checked the map. What am I trying to do with the mouse? Total enemy kills 390. Enemies killed by shooting 99. Killed by fighting 291. Total damage received. Favorite weapon pipe. Number of shots fired 813. Number of windows destroyed 61. Number of healing items used 125. Times died 8. Times dodges performed 1556. That's nuts, isn't it? Fuck, what a game, dude. What a game. Okay. Silent Hill 2 Remake endings. All endings. 28 fucking minutes long. What's the time? Oh, we're good. The leave ending.
Barry. Hey, handsome.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I told you. I wanted the pain to end.
Oh, I don't need this.
Yeah. You did. But that's not why I did it. The truth is, I hated you. I wanted you out of the way.
This is in the original game.
I wanted my life back.
Yeah.
If If that's true, then why do you look so sad?
Mary.
It's okay, James. Here.
What is this?
It's what you've been looking for.
Oh, this is the ending I got last time, isn't it? I remember it all being in a graveyard and just voiceover though. Or maybe it wasn't, I don't know. My memory can't be trusted. Because he just leaves with Laura and it's so stupid. Laura hates him. What does he just adopt this child? What the fuck?
In my restless dreams.
Okay. We can skip this. Right. I'll take a look at it. But it is different. They're showing different parts of the town. It's just showing you bits of the town. And then, yeah. Yeah, this I remember.
You made me happy.
Yeah, this was the ending I got, I think. Last time. Okay, in water. This is the one I just got? Yeah, this is the one we just saw. Cheers. Can you not shoot her there? I bet PB stood there for about fucking 50 minutes. I shot her immediately because that's what I do in every game. Remember when I played, what was it, fucking Soma? I was playing Soma and PB was like, yeah, so you can, oh my god! And I was like, bang, killed that motherfucker straight away. And she was just absolutely, she was like, oh, he's a psychopath. This whole time I thought he had a soul. Then I explained it to her. I had to explain myself at every turn in Soma. And it all made sense in the end. Okay, this is the Maria ending. All that for. It's a mercy. I believe in mercy killing. I want one myself. For me. Now. Are they in that stupid fucking stripper bar?
What is this?
It's what you've been looking for.
They didn't ask. They said, please don't. They weren't enjoying themselves. They didn't know what they were asking. They didn't know that they were trapped. If I didn't do it, they would have been there forever.
Let's go.
That's it? No. So this is, he just fucking goes fully crazy, the ending. Just walking around with Maria. The Rufus ending. It's never alone. Just manifests an entity and lives his life with it. It's a stupid ending, but yeah, I think it makes sense. Oh, no, that's good. The cough. I remember now. I remember looking this up last time. It's a cycle. No, this is a good ending. Fuck you, PB. This is a good ending. was going to pick up my fucking chair and throw it through the wall. This is a good ending. Because it's the cycle that we were just talking about. The psychological, he doesn't leave. He doesn't get better. He just goes straight back. He's not surrendering to Silent Hill. It's the psychological cycle. Where, the thing I said most people do, where they don't work on themselves, they just fucking stay in comfortable sadness. But then it's going to start again because she's going to get sick and then he's going to come back and he's going to have to do it all again. And he just does it all again. He's stuck in the cycle. Right? Fucking hell. I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that.
I have to defend myself.
Here we go.
Okay. The reason I mean, I love that it exists for exactly the reason that you're saying. It's all variations of him like surrendering himself to Silent Hill.
Yeah.
But the only reason I don't like it is because this version, he doesn't accept what he's done. It's the only one where he's not like, you know, he's just like, get in the car. You better do something about that cough. He's just the asshole in this one.
That's great.
Again, I'm so glad that it exists because but for me personally, I'm attached to the ones where he realizes what he's done and accepts it in some sort of way. But again, glad it exists, but awful.
Yeah.
Fucking
No,
horrible
yeah.
ending.
100%. Yeah. I thought you just meant it was like shit. Like the right.
No. I'm glad it exists. It needs to exist.
No, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree.
It's the one where he basically is, you know, Pyramid Head. All of this was for nothing. Nothing got to him in the end.
Which is most people. This is everyone watching this fucking stream right now.
Yep.
It's
100%.
most people who are just like, yeah, I'm so depressed. It's Orkish going to fucking bed at night, sitting on TikTok and crying about how much. Why don't I have any money? And then he buys another burger on a credit card. And I cooked dinner.
Your judgment that day, dude, when you were like, you bought a burger on a credit card. I just the absolute fucking pity and hatred from you. I've never seen you like that.
Because it's James in this ending. They should call this the Orkish ending.
Yeah. Why am I suffering? Why don't I have
Why
any money?
am I suffering? Someone coughing behind him. All right.
Yeah. Okay, that was it. That's all. Enjoy the rest of the innings. Okay, bye.
Bye. She'll call again before the end.
Better do something about that cough.
Denial. Full denial. The music changes on that ending. The music change on all of them. Full denial ending. Oh, right, yeah, this one, the dog. It was aliens and it's a dog. Doge dog.
Fuck our shit.
This is basically the ending of Gone, by the way. And if she ever tries to fucking defend that, she's got a leg to stand on.
To nie może być prawda.
Can you imagine if I'd played like the whole game last time, took it really seriously and had no idea there was a meme ending like this and it ended this way and I didn't realize it was an Easter egg or something? It'd probably be my favorite game of all time. A Deadly Premonition. No, I wouldn't. You can't get it on the first play. Good. This is the flat earther ending, isn't it? He just goes fucking crazy and starts putting on a tinfoil hat and logging into a website. Deep state ending. Amazing. I don't know what the fuck that was. Okay, UFO. Okay, this is the UFO ending. Alright. space, James. I'm the real you. It can't be. It's true, you've been a clone this whole time. That is true. Stupid. We need to do these 8 different endings with the show sometime. Yeah, just tell chat they unlocked the wrong one. Don't tell them how. Which one is the canon ending? Honestly, at this point, I could do that with Cura. I have no idea what they're gonna do. The rebirth ending.
Reunion. Genova. The Black Materia.
Is this a new one? Yeah.
Mary. You look so peaceful.
We should do it with non-canon, yeah, that's a good idea.
Forgive me for waking you. But without you, I just can't go on.
The same as the other one, isn't it?
This town, Silent Hill.
Yeah, he's back on the water. And this light
The
intro.
old gods haven't left this place. And they still grant power to those who venerate them.
I mean, Alan Wake, you know. It's not a lake.
Power to defy even death.
It's a hill.
Mary.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. That doesn't mean anything to me because I haven't played the first one. Now I guess I have to. I'll wait 6 months so I can't remember that ending. That was the Alan Wake ending. Stillness. Back in the car.
I tried. I really did, but I
don't know if you did. I don't believe you.
I can't go on without you.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant you tried to be a better husband.
I can't forgive myself for what I've done.
I know.
Ooh, is she speaking from the back seat? I'm gonna freak out.
What's wrong, honey?
I miss you so much. I am sorry. I am so sorry.
This is
It's okay.
the remake version of In Water, where they brought it into modern day, and it fits so much better with their other added scene.
Will you wait for me?
James. I've always been waiting for you.
my god, if Laura did stow away in the trunk and you get the water ending and all of this took place in his head, that gives that ending a whole different fucking spin, doesn't it? And now what? Oh my god, are you going to turn around properly? No, he's looking at the letter. He looks at it again. So it's just an updated version that makes more sense. That's way better. That's better than the original ending. Just because it has a bit more context with modern day psychology. Is that it? No, there's one more. Laura is not in the trunk. Where is she then? Okay, look, there's a theory that Laura's in the trunk. Alright? How did she get there? If she wasn't in the trunk, where did she come from? If she doesn't go, oh, where's this guy James? Let's see if I can find him, because James is... Where's this guy James? Wait, Mary's alive? I gotta go find her, but the only way I can find her is if I go to her house. Oh, that's where she lives? Where's that guy James going? Is he going to see her? I'm gonna get into the... I'm gonna get in the trunk and go to Silent Hill. She seems so surprised to see James and angry. Yeah, because she hates James. Listen, kids can't act. She's not surprised. She was in the trunk. And if she's in the trunk and this all took place in his head the moment he arrived at Silent Hill, that fucking car hits the water and she dies too. Bam. It's way better. Bliss ending. The final ending. It's the final ending. Why is she doing what she's doing? I hate this sound so much right now.
Are you taping again? Come on.
Why are we watching the video again? Is he going into it? Is he going to go into the video?
I don't know why, but I just love it here. It's so peaceful. You know what I heard? This whole area used to be a sacred place. I think I can see why. It's too bad we have to leave. Promise you'll take me again, James.
I promise.
Who the fuck is that? It wasn't James. Why is
Come
it
on,
blonde?
we need to finish packing.
He went into the TV, yeah. Is that what I said, or did I think it? He's gonna go into the video and stay in it?
James, honey, did something happen?
In the weird square face.
Oh. No, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh, he literally went in, dude. That's fucking amazing. The blue pill, yeah. Yeah, that's a good ending too. Man, these guys are good writers. What else have they done? If all they did was remake this game, what other games have they actually written? I'd be curious. I wonder if they're good. If nothing else, they at least understood the fucking project when they were doing this, didn't they? They understood the task. Oh, they did the fucking Medium. That game was great. Oh, the Medium was sick. Yeah, I can see that now. God, and they loved that. That was I really enjoyed the Medium. That was really smart and fun. Yeah, dude, that's a good ending, man. Yeah, I like all those endings that the added ones. I don't understand the Mistlight ending. But their version of the ending that I got, the in water one, is better. It is better because it's more modernized. And that's a fucking interesting ending as well, where he doesn't give in to Maria exactly, but he gives in to sort of just pure delusion. He goes full Delulu. You must never go full Delulu. Let's put a boat on this. You're all gonna think that when I redo the intro to Mistlight and this happens again and there's a boat, you're gonna be like, oh, he stole that from Silent Hill, and not like it was the original plan from the beginning. You know how listen, trust me, I can prove it. I can. Gotta be careful what I play. I can prove it, shut up. Fuck. Look, there was an audio that played, okay? And they were on a boat. They were on a rowboat in the audio. That's how... I'm telling you, that's my proof. That there was always supposed to be a rowboat rowing towards the fucking moonlight and the tower. Fuck, they're not going to believe me, man. They're going to think I stole it from Silent Hill. Mistlight has just stolen Silent Hill and Final Fantasy stories. That would be true if I hadn't written Mistlight before I played Silent Hill. It's just the same thing that always happens where I'm like, oh, Silent Hill did it? Cool. Oh, I wrote this really original story, but actually The Simpsons did it? Okay. Mistlight isn't Silent Hill. You'll be pleased to know that is not what is happening. There's an actual answer, a tangible set of answers for you, waiting to be unpacked very early in 2025. All right.
But Brad, you said it would be at the end of this year.
Well, you can blame Wax Steven. Alright, because he made me run non-canon. And so you didn't get Mistlight. You get non-canon instead. What are they doing in 2025, Kyrio?
Bloober. Where's the bloober?
Chronos The New Dawn. I mean, PB just shit her pants. I mean, already, PB's already like... Is there an on-screen reaction of PB watching this? The way that her eye, one of her eyes just goes completely sideways while she's watching this, as she goes completely insane. What's going on? I mean, the most PB, they're going to jump the shark so hard with this game, watch. I'm predicting right now, I am 32 seconds into the fucking trailer. This is the most PB jump the shark bullshit you'll ever see at some point in this game. And I'm going to forget I said this, so one of you people will have to remember it. I'm telling you, at some point during this game, it might happen during this trailer, but it will definitely happen during this game where they jump the shark so hard. I promise you it's going to happen. I can tell already. I can tell because it's a PB. This looks like PB bullshit. I know PB's bullshit by now. On the back of my hand. All it needs now is like echoing voices, like she does in her trailers. Your eyes are. We have to go back. We have to go back. We have to go back. You know, the most PB trailer of all time. Now you can never use it again. Haha. That's just PB in 20 years. She's both of the players. That old woman is a woman in a suit. Is that a vampire? What is that? In that suit is a woman, and she's 20 years old, but the old woman is her as well. It's to appear so. Do double exposure and echoes to hide the fact I'm using those that you're in. What's that? What the hell are they? Zombies or vampires on me? I wish I knew anything about chess, you know, to be able to comment. She's one of them. Chronos, the new dawn. Chronos means time, usually. Some bullshit to do with time, so. Just wanted to show a quick bit of gameplay. This is a time machine, isn't it? Another vagina. Always with the vulva. I mean, really, Bloober? Obsessed? I have so many thoughts, they're all wrong. It's the tower, you think so? Could be. Could be. The best card. The Nexus Tower. Tower of the Eternal Nexus. It has a name now, officially. Kinda. Perufear's Tower. Savras's Tower. / Suna's Tower. And maybe there's one in Mistlight. Maybe. Oh yeah. I should have to tune in and find out. Well, Silent Hill 2. Done. Fucking... They smashed the fuck out of that, man. They really did. Truly, just keep doing this. Video game people. If you're going to remake stuff and movies, just keep doing it this way. The fact that they added stuff in and it was perfect. Know what you're working with so you can actually inform what you're adding in a way that it makes sense. God. Beautiful work. I guess I have to play Silent Hill 1 and 3 now. I want to play Silent Hill 3. I don't really care about playing Silent Hill 1 because I hate games that were like a bunch of executives were like, hey, we want a Resident Evil game but more cerebral. And then they have to do the one game. They're like, okay, we made you that game that you want. Can we have the budget to make our own game now, executive? And the executive's like, yeah, make me more of that thing. Can we have creative control? Yeah, just give me the money. Hurry up. Put the game out. And they're like, okay. Okay. He said we can make it. He said we can do it quick. Make Silent Hill 2. And then they make Silent Hill 2. The baby was crying. Yeah, I bet you were a fucking absolute psychotic wreck after this. I can't actually bring myself to think about it today. Not properly. If I think about it too much, I will go insane. I'm not in a strong enough mental place to be able to do that. All I can do is go, yes, it was done correctly, and then I have to disengage instantly. Because I have to go and sit by myself for the entire evening now, and I can't risk thinking about Silent Hill 2 in that time. Not just an entire evening, actually, for about 24 hours. Longer. 26.5 hours. I will now live in isolation. Veilguard tomorrow? No, what we do is nothing tomorrow. No stream tomorrow. Because they're installing stuff in my apartment. And doing a fucking flat inspection thing. So I can't stream. Which I just love so much. But there will be an episode of Cura if you want to watch D&D. That'll be on tomorrow night. Then on Wednesday, I'm playing World of Warcraft with Orcish. And then, I don't know, I guess maybe Veilguard. I don't know what to play. I have no other game to play, so probably Veilguard on Thursday. Alan Wake 2, I want to play at some point as well. I don't know if I can go from Silent Hill straight into Alan Wake. I'll fucking kill myself on Friday morning. You're trying to kill me.
You should play Disco Elysium.
Stalker is out on Wednesday. I don't give a fucking shit. You think I'm ever playing a Stalker game again? You're enjoying Veilguard? Okay. I know, I'll enjoy that. I need a palate cleanser after this as well. Every day while playing Silent Hill, I've had to wake up and see that place, you know? In my restless dreams. Anyway, Gatewalkers is on tonight. Do you like a show that's all about different gates? Metal gates, wooden gates, gates at the end of the garden, and some not. Well, now you can. It's Gatewalkers, a Pathfinder show brought to you by Waku Chaku. Waku Chaku himself. First of his name. And then tomorrow, no stream, but Cura. So. Bye. See you later. Oh! God, I almost forgot. One last thing.